All right, thank you so much for sticking with NBC 23. Today we have our friend Tom Castaneda with South Texas Health Systems to talk about a very important program that will be airing very soon. So you can tell us more about it?
That's right. So South Texas Health System and STHS Clinics, we have a program called South Texas Healthy Living, and it airs once a month right here on the Nexstar stations. And so we are going to be talking about breast cancer. It is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so we do want to raise awareness for breast cancer in our community. It is a leading cause of death of women in the United States. It's the #1 cancer diagnosed in women worldwide. Wow. So breast cancer education is really important, especially in the Rio Grande Valley, where we do have, unfortunately, a prevalence, a lot of those risk factors like not maintaining a healthy weight. So obesity is a serious issue, so things like that. So we'll be highlighting it with Dr. Marta Cano.
Okay.
She's an STHS Clinics family medicine physician who will be talking about breast cancer, the risk factors, the causes, the different types of breast cancer that are diagnosed in women, which are the most common ones, and what we can all do to prevent breast cancer in our communities.
Very good. And another thing that you're kind of telling me is that you also have personal stories that you'll be sharing.
That's right. So we do have patient stories that we always integrate into the show. This month we are going to be highlighting a woman who has been diagnosed with breast cancer not once but twice. The first time in 2013, and then in the same breast cancer was diagnosed in 2019 due to her having a lumpectomy instead of a mastectomy. And so she talks about her story. She shares her struggles and in her battle with breast cancer, and gives some advice for women when it comes to preventing breast cancer and to fighting breast cancer. And that big thing is early detection being the key. Early detection rates are at about 99%, the 5-year relative survival rate for breast cancer, if it is caught early and in the localized stage. So that's why it's really important.
And it's good too that you are hearing from a patient, because you know there's other people out there in the valley that are experiencing the same type of thing. It's kind of good to hear from, like, look, I'm going through it, here's what you can do, especially with early detection.
The stories that you hear from those women and from just whenever we have those patient testimonies are really important, because all of them, the key is having a really strong support group and making sure that you're surrounded by people who can help you in that fight. You don't have to do it alone, and it can have an impact on your mental health. And so making sure that you have that support group really does help when it comes to fighting any battle that you have with a health issue.
Absolutely. So in this program, we're going to be hearing from doctors. We're going to be hearing from a patient. Is there anything else we're going to see?
So we're also going to have an exercise segment and a cooking segment, because two of the biggest things that you can do when it comes to your health are eat well and exercise. In addition, we're going to have some prevention tips. It's really important that you're aware of these things. Maintaining a healthy weight is really important. Limiting your alcohol intake. The healthiest choice that you can make when it comes to alcohol intake is not to drink at all. But if you need to have a cocktail every now and then, moderation is key. And the other big thing is no smoking. Smoking can lead to at least, what they have found is 15 different types of cancer, including breast cancer. So quitting smoking, never starting if you are not a smoker, but if you are quitting, the sooner you quit, the better for your health.
Yeah, absolutely. So if people are tuning in right now, where can they watch the program? What time will it start? And just more details about that.
So the program, South Texas Healthy Living, will be airing this Saturday, October 26th, and Sunday, October 27th on KGBT 4.1 at 11 a.m. So we will be running the same episode on Saturday and Sunday. So if you do have plans on one of those days, you can watch on the other. It's really important education that is for the entire community. So if you have a loved one that you're worried about, you also want to know those risk factors. If you have a family member who's going through it, you want to know how you can help support them. So it's important to watch the program and really come together as a community to beat breast cancer.
Absolutely. Sounds very educational as well, too.
Yes.
All right, Tom, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We really do appreciate it. Lots of good stuff right here. So you want to tune into this program happening on Saturday.